Yeah, now I got, yeah, it is 5/16. These oil pressure lines are tiny on these tractors, but they work. That's all that matters, I guess. I'll put the dash in where it belongs. I just bend the wires so they don't touch anything. There we go. Now I got the dash kind of in place. Frank's Red Hot Sauce anti-seize. I put that shit on everything. It saves you a lot. They tell you that stuff saves a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And then some of the stuff I spilt on here would be good enough. You just need a little. You don't need a huge amount, but you need something. Something like that is good. Okay, I'm gonna tap these holes out. They're full of junk, so we'll clean them up and get this all bolted up because this is never bolted since we had it. So time to fix it up properly. Okay, I'll tap this out. Get it nice and clean. Okay, this is tapped out. I'll get a bolt. Okay, I'm gonna put a cap on the radiator drain so I can fill it. Proper plugs are winged for these, but or proper caps are winged for these, but I just use an ordinary pipe cap, which is fine. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this. We gotta put a plug in the block. This is 3/8 pipe. I'm using something that plug with a hex head on it. Makes it a lot easier to get in. Now it's better than the wing plug or a square head plug. Oops. This will go, but the threads are getting bad in here. I did clean it out once, so it should work. Put some thread sealant on it. There we go. I think I got started. Yeah, I do so. There we go. Get it. Uh-oh. I hope this stays in the block. I don't. Uh-oh. It did work before. I may have to re-tap this to get this to stay, but it will work. There we go. It's working. I put a nut inside my socket to put pressure on it, and There, I think we're good. Okay, I've got to hook up my temperature gauge. I'm going to actually curl this up here a little bit. The capillary, I'll leave this unzipped for now. But on these, I think I'm going to put some good stuff on them. Because these can rust and be a real problem to get out if you don't. And I always put some of this on the threads. Put it on the whole nut. All the way around, and I also put it on this chamfer on the capillary bulb. Okay, it's all the way around now. Okay, now I'm not going to tighten this. I gotta just screw it in loose. Because this has to breathe till I fill it, otherwise I may not get the head full of water. There you go. This is orange antifreeze, so it's the extended life stuff. This was slightly used, but not. And the antifreeze is changed out for a reason, but for a 400 it's good enough. There's really good antifreeze here. You could hear the air a little bit. I think the 20-liter pail will get to this point, but I mean, it may not quite. It's very important to bleed that air out of it. Ah, look at there. Now it's bled. You got antifreeze right up to the temperature gauge. There we go. That's all done. I'll top the rad off with the water with antifreeze. And this is just straight antifreeze. I may have to add water to it. There, I think we got, we're full of antifreeze now. That job's done. I think there's something wrong with that. Oh well, I'll have to get a different one. The way these work, the way the ground goes on these things is they have a long bolt and your terminal bolts to here and it grounds through here. It's not necessarily the best ground, but it does the work. I'm just gonna reuse the old cable. It was on the ground, it's in good shape, so I'm gonna cut it off and solder on the end. So what I'll do, I'll get this about where I think it ought to be. I'll cut it off. Stuff's not cutting easy, but it will cut it. There we go. Now, meanwhile, I'm gonna also put a mark, if I could get it, right here. The pencil will mark it good enough. That's orientation with my stud. So I get my terminal on right. That's all that's about, is orientation. Okay, I'm gonna strip this off with a knife. I gotta just slot it all the way around. Just kind of slot around it all the way around, if you can see that. Yeah, now just cut this sideways. Or I could even just shave some off like this even. Sometimes that works too. Dang, there we go. There's some corrosion. Once it's heated, this will actually go away, but there is some corrosion here. Okay, this is ready to solder. These are getting to be expensive items, this solder. Quarter pound was like 16 bucks or something like that. It wasn't cheap. This is rosin core, so it's good for electrical. Yep. Look at that, this plastic sticks to my hand. Oh yeah, this is tape too. There we go. Here's the end of the solder. What? There we go. One important thing when you're using solder, there's a liquid material in the core, fairly liquid. Crimp the end of the roll so the core doesn't run out. Okay, now I'll put my battery cable on. Should probably put the big wire cable on before I put the small one on. I think that'd be better. This is gonna be a pain to tighten up, but I'll get it. Okay, just gotta hook up the battery connections now, and this part's done. Okay, I'll pull the lever off. Usually I take nut first, but in this instance I'm gonna take the head of the bolt first because it loosens off inside if I can. There we go. Just lever came. This lever came off a 560, but should be the exact same thing. There we go. I just bumped this a notch. There we go, that's nice and tight. There, the lever's on. Let's see if I can, I'll hook it up now. Okay, I put wires in for the headlights. I hooked them up. I didn't use the junction because my junction's gone. I could get them at Steiner's. I put some oil in the hydraulics, although it needs more. And I put this on. And I put this brace on. Put the hydraulic lever on, do it properly. I'm gonna just start this thing up and move it. I like to cut grass here, and I got a couple more hours of work to do on this thing, and it'll be done. I'm gonna leave the choke ahead and out of gear. I think I need more choke. Flooded it. These spark plugs are loose, look at that.